So this is Signe Bauman, me, and I want to tell you today about our production process of making Rocks in My Pockets, a funny film about depression. So, when you make a funny film about depression, you're not always depressed, you're sometimes also funny. So, and that's the production process, and we always love making a film. In any case, everything that happens in the studio you're going to see, everything which is production. Everything that happens outside the studio you're not going to see because that already happened. It was pre-production, and post-production is not happening yet. So you're only going to see production. So let's start. Welcome to Rocks in My Pockets storyboard department. Unfortunately, we don't really have a storyboard because I hate working with storyboards. They are repulsive. So let's look how we do this. I'm saying that we don't have a storyboard. Rocks in My Pockets does not have a storyboard, but what it does have is a blueprint for the story. It's a feature film, it's 90 minutes. Of course, there should be some blueprint. And the blueprint is the script. It is, I tell you, it is 36 pages. And you can see it's all marked down with notes. It has some, storyboard elements. Not bad, right? Here, storyboard elements here. And, here is plenty of storyboard elements. Most of these made into the film. And some of them things are not so good. So, usually, how it works is I read the line. For example, when Linda arrived with her application to the first exam, I start to think, how would I illustrate this line? And I just grab out of thin air a line, an idea, how to illustrate it. So then I sketch it down, and then I create little things like hat. It's the hat. She wants to have a boyfriend, and for me, boyfriend is a hat. So I develop ideas with a hat. And you'll see later on how it works in reality because we are about to shoot a shot. Then I also like to see a clothesline because I always think that the clothesline is very cinematic and very visually engaging. In order to understand the hats, I print them out. Then there's a car that we had to use. And so I printed out the car, which is old Zhiguli, the Soviet car, that it had to be a very specific car that we are going to make sets on later on. And so I made a drawing later on of that car. So this is my stage of storyboard, research, idea, and whatnot thing. As loose as it can be. Very, not professional. Okay, but it works. At least for me, I'm having a good time.
Signe, I have a question about the storyboard. May I?
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, okay, here it comes. My question is, since you just think about the line on the spot and you start drawing, what if way later you change your mind? Or a little bit later you change your mind, but you've already started making the drawing?
I don't change my mind. I cannot change my mind. So if I started off in the wrong direction, which happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just continue on.
Just let it go.
I just keep working and make the best of it. And actually, I have to say, being nervous about once you start doing something and you realize that you wish you started it differently, but you already invested about 40 hours of work, a whole solid week of work, right? There's no way going back. So I get really nervous and freaked out and paranoid, and then the energy that I create is this, horrible energy of fear to fail, right, creates like the exit strategy. If something new comes through with the stress of this like fear of failure, I make something new, something different, something exciting. So for me, not making a storyboard is actually very, very exciting because I never know what's gonna happen, and there is stress coming with that. And when I used to make storyboards, right, for me the story would be finished the moment I finish a storyboard, and it would be so boring to go now and do every day already that I know it already happened. I already know what's gonna happen. It's not exciting for me. And for me, I make films because I like to have excitement, you know, and excitement is like ups and downs, like good things and bad things. That's excitement, you know, so that's why I don't make storyboards.
Oh, thank you.